Welcome to CBS Easy.
All right, if you're tackling CBSE Class 10 English, you know what's coming up in Unit 2, Nelson Mandela's Long Walk to Freedom. But listen, this is way more than just a history lesson. It's actually a secret weapon for acing your exam. We're going to show you how to turn Mandela's incredible story into top marks. So, let's get right into it.
I know. It sounds like a weird question, doesn't it? A freedom fighter helping you pass an English exam? You're probably thinking, what does a global icon's fight against apartheid have to do with my reading comprehension or grammar skills? Well, believe it or not, the connection is so much closer than you think.
So here's the secret sauce, the big idea that ties it all together. Freedom comes with responsibility. And trust me, this isn't just a life lesson, it's the key to your exam skills. You see, Mandela knew that true freedom wasn't just about breaking chains. It was about the responsibility to build something better. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Use that same idea to build stronger, way more insightful answers on your exam. Okay, first up, let's talk about freedom's real meaning. The thing is, to really crush this unit, you've got to see the bigger picture. Nelson Mandela wasn't the only one who thought this way. Turns out, leaders like India's own Sardar Patel were saying the same thing. Real freedom, the kind that lasts, needs discipline and a sense of duty. Once you get this connection, you're already on your way to acing this whole topic. All right, time for our first big challenge. And you know this is a huge part of your exam, conquering the reading passage. Reading comprehension isn't just about spotting words on a page, right? It's about digging in and understanding some really deep, powerful ideas. And guess what? We've got the perfect text to practice on. So, meet Sardar Patel. He was one of the key architects of modern India, a total powerhouse. We're going to break down a convocation speech he gave, and get this, he was speaking to students, just like you. He talks directly to them about the huge challenges and responsibilities that come right after you've won your freedom. And this quote right here, this is the absolute core of his message. He's basically saying, hey, the fight isn't over just because we're free. Nope, that's when the real work starts, the hard work of actually building a nation. It's this super powerful, urgent call to action, and it sounds a lot like what Mandela was facing after apartheid ended, doesn't it? Okay, you ready? Time for a quick comprehension check. Based on what you just heard, what was the absolute #1 thing Patel was stressing? Was it A, to make the country strong and united, or B, to give employment to everyone? Think back to that core message we just talked about. What do you think? And the answer is A, to make the country strong and united. And the best part is, the text gives us the proof on a silver platter. Patel literally says we must concentrate on one thing alone. That phrase, one thing alone, leaves zero room for doubt. And that, my friends, is a golden exam skill. Always find the exact words that prove your answer.
Awesome. Let's do one more. This one's for you. According to Patel, what's the most essential thing for a student? Is it A, character, or B, knowledge? It's a tough one, right? What's more important, all the stuff you know or the person you are?
And the answer is A, character. Get this, he's so clear about it. He actually says character is the most essential thing, even more important than knowledge. For him, education wasn't just about cramming your head with facts. It was about building good, responsible people. And that idea, it connects right back to everything Mandela stood for.
Fantastic job on that passage. Okay, now it's time to build your language toolkit. Think about it. A strong vocabulary and sharp grammar are the tools that take a good answer and make it an absolutely brilliant one. This next part is all about nailing those details to get you maximum marks.
First word up, unassailable. This is such a great word from Patel's speech. It basically means something is so strong it can't be attacked or questioned. He wanted India's freedom to have an unassailable foundation. It's like when you make an argument in a debate that's so solid nobody can touch it. That's unassailable.
Okay, next up is this cool phrase, comedy of nations. It sounds complicated, but it's not. It's more than just a bunch of countries. It's the idea that all these nations should show mutual respect and courtesy to each other. You know, like being good neighbors on a global scale. It's really about being a good global citizen.
And our last vocabulary word is resurgence. This one's easy, it just means a revival or a comeback. Patel was hoping for a great resurgence for India on the world stage. Imagine a nation reawakening and stepping into its full power after a long, long time. That's resurgence.
All right, time for a grammar workout. This is your classic spot the error task you'll definitely see on the exam. Let's go through it. First line, good writing is singular, so it can't be do not, it has to be does not. Easy peasy. Second one, must forced. Nope. After a word like must, you just use the simple verb form, so must force. And the last one, an algebra problems. The word an tells you it's singular, so it has to be an algebra problem. See? It's all about catching these little details. That's where the marks are.
Okay, team, we've tackled a tough passage, we've built up our language toolkit. Now it's time for the final stage, crafting a winning response. This is where we put it all together and apply these skills to your writing assignments and project work. Let's do this.
So here's your mission. You get to interview Nelson Mandela. How cool is that? Imagine you're a journalist and you've got this once-in-a-lifetime chance. What are you going to ask him? You'll want to prep questions that cover his whole journey, his life, the long struggle against apartheid, and what it felt like to finally win.
Now for your project, here's a brilliant idea, a comparative study. Putting Nelson Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi side by side is a super powerful way to show you really get it. I mean, look at the similarities. They fought different enemies in different countries, but both used nonviolence, both were in prison for their beliefs, and both became these huge symbols of freedom. A top-tier project won't just list these things, it'll dig deeper and ask why. Why did these two men become such powerful global icons for justice?
And that brings us right back to the beginning. We've gone through comprehension, vocabulary, grammar, all the tools you need to ace your exam. But the real lesson here, from both Patel and Mandela, goes way beyond the classroom. It's about that big idea, responsibility. They fought for the future of their countries. So the final question, the one that really matters, isn't for your exam, it's for you. What will you do with your freedom? That's what this unit is really all about.
Thank you for watching with us. See you next time.